Good morning. Chag Sameach to everyone. Welcome to BJC Mitzvah Day, number 122, using the Sefer Hachinuch. A mitzvah day keeps your soul in its way. New mitzvah, still found in Parshas Vayikra, the obligation regarding testimony. Yes, I'm dressed up. It's one of the halachas of Chol HaMoed to dress up a little nicer than our weekday outfits because it's a special holiday. It's Sukkos, same thing with Pesach. And although we're allowed to do malach, we're allowed to do work, certain work, but certainly we want to dress up and show honor to the holiday. So there you have it. All right, the obligation regarding testimony. Says the verse, if a person will sin, if he accepted a demand for an oath and he is a witness, either he saw or he knew, if he does not testify, he shall bear his iniquity. And again, that's from Vayikra. In order to resolve a monetary dispute, or to determine whether one is guilty of violating a biblical or rabbinical commandment, the beis din, the court, will rely upon the testimony of eyewitnesses to the transaction or transgression. The mitzvah testifying, which is derived from the latter part of this verse, obligates one who observes his fellow violate a transgression or witnesses a transaction that is the subject of a dispute in beis din to testify before beis din, thus enabling the judges to ensure that people abide by the Torah and that monetary cases are rightfully adjudicated. We are commanded to relate whatever testimony we know before the judges of a court, of beis din. This obligation applies regardless of whether, due to the testimony, the one regarding whom the testimony is related would become liable to capital punishment or to pay money, or if it would be the basis for preserving either his money or his life by proving his innocence. This obligation is contained in the verse as it is stated, quote, and he is a witness, either he saw or he knew. If he does not testify, he shall bear his iniquity. The Chinuch discusses the scope of this obligation. In all situations, it is an obligation upon us to relate the testimony before the court, before the beis din. However, there is a distinction between how this obligation applies in cases of monetary matters on the one hand, and how it applies in cases of capital punishment, or where other prohibitions of the Torah were violated on the other hand. For in cases of monetary matters, a person is not obligated to testify regarding them on his own. He becomes obligated only if the litigant or the court demands of him to testify. But in cases of capital law, and in the situation of testimony regarding other Torah prohibitions, such as if one saw someone violate a prohibition, and similarly with regard to testimony pertaining to capital offenses, such as if one saw someone kill his fellow, or in a situation of testimony regarding lashes, such as if one saw that someone struck his fellow, in all these situations a person is obligated to come forth on his own and to relate the testimony before the court in order to purge evil and to distance people from sin, even if he was not asked to testify. And we'll continue more with this mitzvah, God willing, tomorrow. Thanks for listening to sponsor Mitzvah 36, 100 the gold. See you tomorrow.